It's week 6 of the NFL, and our focus is on Kyle Pitts. There were no answers for him a week ago, going well over 100 yards with several stops in the end zone. It's the 49ers and the Rams, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. You look at this Niner defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
A very well-executed play and goes for 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Back to throw. Colvin. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A throw over the middle taken in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Purdy. Short throw caught by Pitts. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Niners are the perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He completes this to Walker.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Rams 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Walker will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You look at this Niner defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Colvin. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
On the completion, this is Carey. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play as it takes us to the end of the 1st quarter.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Bullard, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Colvin. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And that'll be taken just outside the 40. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10,
right at the 50-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The tight end in motion right.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Justin Jefferson
with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time.
And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
At the 19-yard line.
On second down now, Bullard, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run again with Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, folks, the run to history is on. Certainly something the whole NFL is watching. He is in sight of Emmitt Smith's all-time rushing record of 18,355 yards.
How about this? Still in the first half, man. All right, so there's a lot of ball left to be played. Here's the problem I'm going to have. I don't want to violate the rules of being an analyst. It's your call to make. But you're going to need a seatbelt to hold me down when he makes that carry that looks like it's going to break the record.
Don't leave your couch. It's coming. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Toward the pylon, caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ken Walker within sight now of the all-time record for touchdowns in a career. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down. Up the middle they go. Bullard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bullard, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Colvin. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw on second down. Colvin, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we've hit half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd down and a yard. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Buchanan. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This is caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Colvin. That's caught by Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Colvin. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken at the 37. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
2nd and 10.
26-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Short throw caught by Pitts.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football,
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Colvin. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Purdy looking to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
This is complete. And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Looking to throw on second down. Colvin, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35.
First down, Rams.
They'll look to throw again. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Colvin. Roberts got it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A nice little juke, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And going right back to Walker.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Over the middle, complete. It's Buchanan. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On first down, Colvin.
Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Colvin.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And Walker has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Colvin. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Colvin. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fielded at about the 28.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And Walker once more.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one can be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you